Marathons are supposed to be a test of human endurance. You run, you drink water, you finish. Simple, right? Well, not in 1904. The 1904 Olympic Marathon in St. Louis was not a race. It was a survival horror movie. There was raw rat poison, wild dogs, rotting apples, and a guy who literally drove a car to the finish line. Let's talk about the stupidest sporting event in human history. First of all, the conditions were terrible. It was 90 degrees Fahrenheit, or 32 degrees Celsius. The road was not paved. It was just dirt and dust. To make matters worse, the organizer, James Sullivan, wanted to do a science experiment on purposeful dehydration. So he only provided one water station for the entire 24-mile race. Yes, one. The contestants were unique. There was Felix Carvajal from Cuba. He was a postman who didn't have running gear, so he ran in his street clothes. He had to use scissors to cut his long trousers into shorts right before the race started. Then there were Len Tauniane and Jan Mashiani from South Africa. They were the first black Africans to compete in the Olympics. They ran barefoot. The race began and chaos followed immediately. Officials drove cars ahead of the runners, kicking up massive clouds of dust. The dust was so bad that one runner, William Garcia, inhaled so much dirt that his stomach lining ripped and he nearly bled to death. Len Tauniane was running well until he was chased off the course by a pack of wild dogs. He had to run a mile in the wrong direction just to survive. Amazingly, he still finished ninth. Imagine how fast he would be without the dogs. Back to Felix the Cuban postman. He got hungry. He stopped at an orchard to eat some apples. Turns out the apples were rotten. He got severe stomach cramps and decided to take a nap on the side of the road. Yes, he slept during the Olympics. He woke up later, kept running, and finished fourth. What a legend. Then there was Fred Laws. At mile 9, he got cramps, so he did the logical thing. He hopped into a car. He rode in the car for 11 miles, waving at the spectators. When the car broke down, he got out and jogged to the finish line. Everyone thought he won. The president's daughter was about to give him the gold medal until someone shouted, "Hey, he was in a car." Fred claimed it was just a joke. But the real winner was Thomas Hicks. By mile 10, he was collapsing. His trainers refused to give him water. Instead, they gave him a mixture of egg whites, brandy, and strychnine, which is literal rat poison. He crossed the finish line and immediately collapsed. Out of 32 runners, only 14 finished. It remains the slowest winning time in Olympic history. It was such a disaster that they almost banned the marathon from the Olympics forever.